So it's not been a good start for England as they have been crowned the new white ball kings. After the high of the T20 World Cup success, they have lost a series, ODI series to Australia. Now, breaking news, Australia have won the second ODI at the Sydney Cricket Ground by 72 runs. And for the first time in 9 years, yes, first time after 9 years, Australia has won an ODI series against England at home. Remember, in 2013-14, Australia had won at at home, but in 2015, Australia won it in England. Since then, England have won three consecutive series. In 2018, they whitewashed Australia final. Then they won in Australia 4-1, and after that, they have continued the domination. However, in in 2020, Australia bounced back from being 1-0 down and they won 2-1, the ODI series. And now they have comprehensively outplayed England in all departments and they have managed to win the series here. So it was a dramatic collapse from England that saw them lose the plot in Sydney. Remember, 7 for 52. That was a real collapse, if you have to say. So Australia had batted first, and despite losing David Warner and Travis Head very cheaply, Steve Smith yet again showed why he is one of the best in the business. Remember, after his knock in Adelaide, Steve Smith had said, "This is the best I'm feeling mentally and with my technique for the last 6 years." And his consistency now is reaching magnificent proportions now. After Adelaide, now his 94 in Sydney has set up a big win. Remember, he tried to reach a century with a six, but holed out too long off. Very, very uncharacteristic Steve Smith like. His partnership with Marnus Labuschagne ensured that Australia had a solid footing. Although even Australia lost some wickets towards the end, Mitchell Marsh proved to be the difference. And his 50 of 59 balls, combined with contributions from Marcus Stoinis and Ashton Agar, ensured that Australia ended on 280 for 8. But then England were jolted by two major strikes in the first over by Mitchell Starc. One, David Malan, the century maker from Adelaide, was dismissed. And to compound England's woes even further, Jason Roy. What must Jason Roy be thinking? Dropped from the T20 setup because of poor form. Now even in ODIs his form is suffering. Was dismissed cheaply in Adelaide. Here he got out for a 2-ball duck. A bouncer caught down the leg side by Alex Carey of Mitchell Starc. So James Vince and Sam Billings did try to stage a partnership. Phil Salt tried to hit a few blows, but then unfortunately Phil Salt was cleaned up by Hazelwood in the quest of quick runs. Tried to make room, but the ball skidded through and his stumps were shattered. James Vince and Sam Billings, they stitched together very, very valuable stand, and that kept England in the hunt. But a collapse of 7 for 52 ensured that England lost the ODI series in Australia. And now plenty of questions will be asked about the title defense. Remember, England are the only men's team to be crowned the reigning ODI as well as the T20 champions. Now with just about a year to go for the ODI World Cup, a lot of questions will be asked. And Dhanushel, look, Australia won in 2013-14 in Australia. This is the thing which I'm saying about home. Australia won in 2013-14, but they lost in 2018. And then England are touring in 2022. So, that is why I said 9-year wait at home ends. They had won in 2015, correct. But they also won in 2020 in England. So, those two series wins that happened in this period, in 2015 and 2020, happened in England, not in Australia. So Australia's dominance continues in ODIs in particular. They have not lost for quite a while. The last series loss that they had was against Pakistan, and even against Sri Lanka they struggled. But unfortunately at home, England just could not get the better of Australia. They could not repeat the heroics of 2018. So now the final ODI is a dead rubber and Australia will be hoping for a 3-0 sweep and put England under more misery now. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates from sports today. Press the like, comment, and share button. We are also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you.